So I'm about to do a new segment. It's called Not That You Ask. Not that you ask, but yeah, I went to Japan once. I went a few summers ago. And I went on a semester or a study abroad. I would recommend a study abroad. You might, if you go on a study abroad, you'll get to know the like other students that you're with, and you might come to a point where you really don't want to be around them anymore. But you will like them a lot too. You'll have a new special bond. So, anyways, I went to Japan, and it was odd because my roommate at the time was also in Japan independently, and so he came down to visit me where I was staying at. Now I'm starting to wonder if he was just trying to have a free place to stay, because he stayed on the floor of my hotel room, which, if you've ever been in a Japanese hotel, man, they are some cramped quarters. But anyways, he was kicking it with us. And we decided to go to this fashion show. I don't really know why we decided to go to this fashion show, because it didn't really that doesn't really seem like something that I'd be into. But we decided to go anyways. And so we show up, and out in front of the arena, there was all these little tents up that had these different like clothes, like rummage sale style clothes. And I was looking around for something to buy, and man, nothing fit. Because, I'm not that big, but man, I'm bigger than everybody in Japan. They made me sit in the front seat every time when they would drive us somewhere. We would have the principal of the school sit in the back seat so I could sit in the front, because he was like, okides, which means that you're big. So anyways, we sat in front of, what am I trying to say? Oh, so we go to this fashion show. And outside there was all these booths, right? And so none of the clothes fit, so I was like, man, I kind of want to get something here. So we found this little like vocational illustration school, and they were doing portraits for 300 yen, which is about $3. So I was like, hey, let's get this. We sit down, and my man, he gets drawn by this girl who's totally pro, and she's done in about 10 minutes. I got the picture. Let me show you what she drew here. Look at that. Look how dreamy he looks. He looks like a World War II pilot. He's got his hair just blowing in the wind. He's got this wistful smile. He's looking off into the distance. It made him more handsome than he actually is, right? That's a good picture. Well worth 300 yen. And so I'm still sitting there, waiting on my picture to be done. Now, before I sat down, they had changed out one of the drawers. So this girl comes in, and she looked kind of young, and she looked at me and was just like, like she looked like she was nervous, like she was about to fall over. And they were like, no, you go ahead and do it, go and do it. I mean, I think this is what they were saying, because it was all Japanese. So she sits down and just kind of tentatively starts working on my portrait. It takes her 20 minutes. We missed the entire fashion show. And I'm like, hey, is it good? Am I going to like it? And he's like, oh yeah, you're going to like this. And then this is what she drew. That's me. Man. This looks like a Mongolian guy with Down syndrome. I'm telling you, she spent 20 minutes on this picture. She was so nervous. She was kind of sweating. And then all the other American students wanted to get their portrait done by her.